An impossible reputation to live up to, and a design that should have felt futuristic but didn't. Not every Lamborghini model was an instant hit. Even if you aren't a car enthusiast, you've heard of Lamborghini. Models like the Countach, Gallardo, and Aventador are historically important examples of automotive design. If you're a video game fan, you're likely familiar with the Lamborghini Murcielago, which is found on the cover of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. Suffice to say, it's an iconic brand. For a brand as flashy as Lamborghini, it's hard to imagine it having any under-the-radar cars. However, the 1970 Lamborghini Jarama was meant to be a comfortable cruiser and was unassuming, at least compared to the brand's other models. The company's founder, Ferruccio Lamborghini, even reportedly took a liking to the Jarama. Sadly, some models of the Italian automaker weren't as lucky, and one such car was the Lamborghini Jalpa.
That's your car, son? No.
You'd be hard-pressed to find a truly dismal car in Lamborghini's history, but the Jalpa misses the mark compared to just about every other car in the company's history. The Jalpa was a sports car designed not for fire-breathing, wild-eyed runs around a track, but for comfort. It was also the last Lamborghini with a V8 engine until the Lamborghini Urus SUV. Compared to Lamborghini's incredible track record, the Jalpa was a definite misfire. When compared to its contemporaries, the Jalpa starts to fold like a cheap suit. In fact, the Jalpa even looks dorky and could be described as a big wedge on wheels. Despite having debuted in 1981, almost 10 years later than the Countach, the Jalpa looks dated and cheap compared to its sibling. Both models were designed by Bertoni, the legendary Italian design studio, but the Jalpa must have drawn the short end of the stick. The Ferrari Mondiale from the 1980s wasn't exactly a winner either, but it's still light years ahead of the Jalpa in terms of design.
It's perfection that I am after.
The Jalpa's driving performance also left much to be desired. Its 3.5-liter V8 only offered 255 horsepower and propelled the car from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a leisurely 5.8 seconds per car and driver. That's slower than a Buick Grand National by more than a second. In contrast, the Lamborghini Countach had a V12 engine. Only 420 Jalpas were produced from 1982 to 1988. Last year, Lamborghini celebrated the Jalpa's 40th birthday, but neglected to mention any performance figures, which is probably for the best. To understand just how disappointing the Jalpa was, one doesn't have to look much further than Lamborghini's historic product lineup. Under founder Ferruccio Lamborghini's tutelage, the brand practically invented the supercar genre as a huge shot across the bow of Ferrari. In 1971, Lamborghini debuted the Miura. At the time, it was the fastest production car in the world at a top speed of over 170 miles per hour. The Miura has since been heralded as not only one of the best Lamborghinis ever made, but one of the best cars, period. Even after Ferruccio left the company in 1972, Lamborghini didn't immediately start dropping the ball, as it was still manufacturing the Countach after all. In 1986, the brand came up with its first SUV, the LM002. The LM002 was a V12 super truck that looked more at home on the battlefield. After the LM002 came the Diablo in 1990, which was another hit car from the company. Compared to the rest of Lamborghini's almost perfect lineup from its inception in the 1960s to now, the Jalpa is somewhat of a fluke. Even with the car's weak V8 and almost goofy-looking appearance, the brand still managed to sell 420 units. That seems like a lot for a brand as exclusive as Lamborghini, but that's a minuscule number when you consider the fact that the car was produced over a total of 6 years. For comparison, Lamborghini sold over 3,000 Diablos during its 11-year production cycle. Today, memories of the Jalpa are less than fond because the vehicle betrays the Lamborghini bull placed squarely on the hood. Instead of being the futuristic supercar one would expect from Lamborghini, the Jalpa was a dopey pile of disappointment that simply looked like a wedge.